Hi, welcome back for another workout. My name is Lydi. Today we'll be working through a core and upper body focused workout. I'm currently about 34 weeks pregnant, so this workout will also be prenatal friendly if you're also expecting a little bubba. To get started, we'll work through a nice supportive wheelbarrow set. So I would say pop at least one medium spring on your machine, at least one medium spring. I have got a medium spring plus a light spring just because I am in that third trimester, so I just want to keep this nice and supportive. Once you've got either your medium spring or your medium and light spring ready on your carriage, come to sit on the side of your machine, feet firmly on the floor. We'll start with some nice diaphragmatic breathing just to start connecting to that core. So place your hands on your waist, your forefingers are reaching for your belly button and your two thumbs are on your lower back reaching for your spine. As you inhale, can you think about breathing into that belly, pushing those fingers, pushing those thumbs away? And as you exhale, feel that belly contract. Breathing in through the nose, push those fingers, push those thumbs away. And exhale through the mouth. A couple more in your own time. Breathing into those thumbs, that back body as much as you're breathing into those fingers. Two more. And give me one more big breath. Nice. Now I want you to think about hugging your baby in towards your spine and keeping that feeling of engagement, of hugging in. We're going to come take a gentle kneel on our carriage. Knees can be hip distance apart, toes maybe up against those shoulder blocks. And then you're going to bring your palms down to that foot bar, shoulder width apart, just underneath the line of your shoulders. So the first thing we're going to do is find our nice long half plank position. So keeping your shoulders over your wrists, you might need those knees to slide that carriage out slightly. Take a little tuck of that tailbone, flatten out that lower back, chin off your chest. We're aiming for a nice long straight line from the top of your head all the way down to those knees. Now maintaining that nice long straight line, I want you to start to hinge from those shoulders, slide that carriage out and away. And then as you exhale, press through both of those palms, pull that carriage back in towards that start position. Inhale, hinge from those shoulders, slide that carriage out and away. Keep tucking that tailbone under. So think about scooping those hips up towards your rib cage. And then exhale, press through those palms to slide that carriage back in. Now I'm going to take this movement nice and slow, not pushing out too far, because we don't want to feel any straining through our belly, particularly if we are pregnant. If you're a little bit earlier on in your pregnancy, or you're not pregnant at the moment, feel free to start taking this a little further. So testing your range. Maybe flicking off that light spring if you've got a medium and a light spring on, even if you're feeling really good. Now, otherwise, keeping this one nice and slow, steady and controlled. The next time we bring our shoulders over that foot bar, hold here in that half plank. Can you give me a tricep push-up? So keeping those elbows nice and narrow, close to your waist. Can we lower our chest down towards that foot bar? Push back up, find your half plank, and then go for another rep with that wheelbarrow out. And then exhale in. One tricep push-up, and then one wheelbarrow. So here for about 6 more. Five more. Keep tucking that tailbone under. Hug that baby in towards your spine. Three more. Warming up through that upper body, warming up through that core. 2 more. And on your last wheelbarrow, we're going to hold out in that wheelbarrow just for our last little push. So send that carriage away. Find somewhere you can maintain. It might not be your end range, just somewhere that you can keep that body nice and still and flat. And if there's a little bit left in the tank, we can pulse that carriage out and in, pressing through those palms, making sure we're still hugging that baby in towards our spine. We're going to go for 5. Shoulders away from those ears. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. And then on 1, push through those palms. Come all the way in. You can take a child's pose if you like. Knees wide, bum to heel. Slide that carriage out and away. Maybe roll those wrists out if they're a little sore. And then come to a careful kneel position. Nice. We'll come into our next exercise. I'll just let my cat in. Hey, Ralph. So for this exercise, we're going to be working through 1 light spring. If you know you're stronger through your upper body, your shoulders particularly, you can go a little heavier if you like, maybe a high yellow or a high light spring, even a medium spring. I'm just going to go 1 light spring. So you're going to take a kneel position on your carriage, facing the foot bar. Your fingertips waterfall off the front edge of that carriage, and your knees are under the line of your hips. So to get those knees far enough back, you'll probably have to have your legs between those shoulder blocks. Once you've found that 4-point kneel, your left hand is going to reach behind you for your left short loop. In your start position, that left arm is nice and long, reaching for that left hip. Your left palm faces the floor. Zip up that core pelvis to rib cage, and then as you exhale, can you give me a bicep curl? So exhale, can you curl that left arm up towards your left shoulder? And inhale, slow, return that arm back down to your start position. Again, keeping that left elbow locked into your waist, we curl that strap to our shoulder, and then we inhale, slow return. So keep this movement really isolated in that left forearm, not letting that elbow leave your waist. If you're feeling good, we can add on. So the next time you curl that strap towards your shoulder, you're going to flip that palm to face the floor. Can you give me a shoulder press up towards that foot bar? Return that elbow, and then return that curl. Bicep curl, shoulder press, return that elbow to waist, and then return that curl. Now, if your shoulder is feeling good, maybe the next time you press that strap away, we keep that left arm long, and we start to circle that left arm all the way to the left, down and around, till it meets our hip, and we find ourselves back at that start position. So exhale, bicep curl, and press that strap away. And then inhale, slow as you can, circle that strap back to the start position. Notice your core having to work to keep you nice and stable as you go for that circle. Try take it as slow as you can. Just need to itch my lip. And then if you wanted to make this a little bit more core focused, See how it feels at your next start position to hover your right knee, so the opposite knee, send that right heel long back behind you and hold that heel lifted as you go for your next rep. Circle it down and around. Now, if it doesn't feel good to keep that right leg lifted, please feel free to keep it down on the carriage. You're really going to have to work through your core here. So keep hugging that baby in towards your spine. You've got 3. You've got 2. Squeezing that right glute to keep that heel lifted. And then on your last one, can you press that arm long to your foot bar and hold? Just give me those shoulder presses. So bring that elbow into waist and push that strap away. Go again, elbow into waist and push those left fingers to the foot bar. You're here for 5. Your right knee can be lifted or it can be down on that carriage for 4. Use that breath. Exhale to push away. You've got 3. Nice work. You've got 2. Keep hugging that baby. And then on your last one, let's push those fingers away long. Hold that left arm long. Lift that right heel. Here for 5. 4. Belly button in for 3, 2, and on 1. Come slowly all the way in. Nice job. Shuffle those knees forward. Put that large loop back on its post. Well done. Time to take my cardi off, I think. So give that left shoulder a little stretch out here. Bring that left arm across your body. Hook that right arm around it. Little stretch out here. Maybe a nice side over. Whew. And we'll come in for our second upper body focused set. So you're going to leave the same spring on, one single light spring as your standard. And then you can take your knees slightly wider apart on that carriage. We've got a nice stable base of support. Reach behind you for your short loop again in your left hand. Our start position, both arms are going to come nice and long, holding onto that short loop just beside our left hip. Now you're going to keep those arms nice and long. Sink into your left oblique. And as you exhale, can you sweep those arms long out in front of you? And inhale, slow return that strap back down to your left hip. Exhale, sweep that strap forward. And inhale, slow return. So you're thinking into your left waist here to sweep that strap forward and back. And you can see how it feels to come up to your high kneel if that core is feeling good today. So come up to high kneel, brace through the belly, zip up pelvis to rib cage. As you exhale, sweep those arms forward. And as you inhale, return that strap to your left hip. Exhale to sweep. And inhale, return. We add on. The next time you sweep that strap forward, you're going to take your strap in your left hand, reach those right fingertips out towards that foot bar. You're going to start to bend that left elbow back behind you. Take a rotation, so maybe your gaze follows that left elbow. Use your chest, push that strap to meet your right, and then both arms return that strap down to your hip. Exhale, sweep that strap forward. Inhale, bend that left elbow. Push that strap back to meet the right, and both arms return that strap down to your left waist. So this is you. Your large loop is a bit friendlier here, so if this gets a little bit much, we can take that larger loop. Otherwise, feel free to stay with your bum on your heels, particularly if you are feeling a little bit wobbly. Nice. Give me 4 more. So exhale to sweep. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, press, use your chest. And inhale, return. You've got 3. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, press. And inhale, return. You've got 2. Squeezing into that left oblique. Try keep those hips nice and square towards that foot bar as you go for that rotation through your upper body. It's your last one. And then return those arms all the way down to that start position. Bum to heels, take a quick little reset, roll those shoulders out. We'll finish with just those sweeps and then that press to finish us off. So you can stay in low kneel or come back up to that high kneel position. We'll start working through just those sweeps to start. So exhale, sweep those arms forward. And inhale, return, really thinking into that left side waist. Exhale, sweep forward. And inhale, return. You've got 5. You've got 4. Shoulders away from those ears. You've got 3. Are you still thinking into that oblique? You've got 2. And then on your last one, sweep that arm forward, hold. Can you go for those rotations and presses? Draw that elbow back, press it away. You've got 4. Draw that elbow back, push it to the right. You've got 3. Press using that chest. You've got 2. And then on your last one, press that strap away, hold. Can you give me little circles? You've got 5, 4, 3, shoulders down, 2, and draw those elbows, bum to heels all the way down on 1. Large loop away. Take a nice stretch out for that chest. Interlacing those fingers behind your back, looking up towards the ceiling, little back extension. And then if you lean forward, take those arms up to the ceiling. Maybe feeling that stretch deepen through your shoulders and upper back. Nice, guys. Let's do a little bit of back before we come into the other side. So I'm going to go 1 medium spring here. 1 medium spring. Whatever you prefer for your double arm strap work is fine. You're going to shuffle yourself around on that machine so you're facing the back. Knees are against your shoulder blocks. You can start with your bum on your heels. Reach forward for both of your short loops. And you're going to place so hold on to those loops, with those arms out nice and long, palms facing in. We'll go for our back fly. So as you exhale, open those arms out nice and wide to the side of the room. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then inhale nice and slow. Return those arms to that start position. Exhale, open. And inhale to close. Initiating this movement with your back. So can you think about those shoulder blades squeezing together as you open? Lovely. If you wanted a little bit more here, you can take a crossover in those straps, adding a little bit of tension. If you want a little bit less, you can take your large loops. And I should say as well, we have been on our knees a lot this class, so if you wanted to give those knees a little break, feel free to bring your bum down to the carriage. Those legs can come out long onto that headrest between those shoulder blocks in front of you. So if that's more comfortable for you, feel free. Exhale to open and inhale to close. Can you see if you can get a little pause each time you open, find that end range before you slow return those straps back down. Give me 5 more here. Exhale to open, squeeze the shoulder blades. And inhale, slowly close. Give me 4. Come back to that feeling of zipping up that core, hugging that baby in. You've got 3. Exhale, open, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale to close, you've got 2. Inhale to close. On your last one, we're going to open those arms and hold them open. Can you just come in halfway and then pull those straps back for 4? Just in halfway. Oh, pull those straps back for 3, nearly there. Pull those straps back for 2. On your last one, can you open those straps wide and hold them open just for 5, 4, 3, shoulders down, 2, and slowly close those arms down on 1. Nice. Another little shoulder roll, a stretch out for that neck. And then let's just do a little bit of work into the backs of the arms while we're in this position. So you've still got those short loops. You're going to sit your palms into those short loops. So your little fingers are towards the foot bar, palms face in towards your thighs, and your knuckles face the outsides of the room. Our start position, our hands are about in line with our hips, so they're not too far forward. They're in line with those hips. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, can you sweep those little fingers back towards that foot bar, squeezing through the backs of the arms. And inhale, return those arms just in line with those hips. Exhale, sweep those arms back, keep them nice and narrow, so close to your sides. And inhale to return. Exhale, sweep them back, little pause in your end range. And inhale, return. Ooh, you got 5. Sweep those straps back, squeeze the backs of the arms. Inhale, return. You've got 4. Remember, large loops are there if you need them. Sweep those straps back. And inhale, return. You've got 3. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, return. Last 2, nearly there. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, return. Last one, sweep back and hold. Exhale, sweep those long arms back, hold them where they are. Can you tip your chest forward? Lock your elbows into your waist and then start to bend your forearms forward. As you exhale, tricep extension, pull those straps back. Inhale, bend, elbows are still locked into your waist. And exhale, pull them back. Try keep your wrists nice and strong and straight here. And again, keeping this movement isolated in those forearms. So just like we did with that bicep curl, our upper arms stay completely still. It's just those forearms, our lower arms, that are moving here. You've got 5. Grab your knots, the knots of your straps if you want more, or your large loops if you want less. You've got 3. Exhale, pull those straps back. Inhale, return. You've got 2. Keep those shoulders pulled back and down. And then on your last one, you guessed it, we hold. So exhale, straighten those arms nice and long. If there's anything left, can you give me a little pulse back and back for 5, for 4. Nice. Elbows narrow for 3. Last 2. And 1. Come all the way in. Whew. I could feel that one. Large loops back over those posts. Give those triceps a nice little stretch out. So can you bring maybe your right elbow first up towards the ceiling? You can grab onto that elbow with your right hand, or if you can reach, you might be able to reach those right fingers behind your back to grab onto those left fingers and take a stretch that way. So whatever feels better for you. A nice inhale, exhale, and then go for the other side. So your right elbow to the ceiling. Either grab that elbow with your left hand or reach for those right fingertips. Nice. You have the other side to go. 2 more exercises. So the bicep curl to shoulder press on the other side, and then our sweep to press. So nearly there. Give yourself a little shake out if you need to. We are back to our light spring, or whatever you did, whatever spring you chose for your bicep curl shoulder press. We're back to our 4-point kneel here. So shuffle those knees back, legs between those shoulder blocks. You're going to come to your 4-point kneel, so fingers over the front edge of that carriage. And then with your right hand this time, reach behind you for that right short loop. We start with that right arm nice and long, about hip height. Right palm faces the floor. And then start with that bicep curl when you're ready. So exhale, squeeze the front of that arm, curl that hand up to your shoulder, and then inhale, slow release. Can you keep coming back to that feeling of zipping up your core? So pelvis to rib cage. You can add on your shoulder press. So maybe the next time you curl that hand to your shoulder, we hold. Flip that palm to face the floor. Press that strap away. Return that elbow in. And then return that curl all the way down. Go again. Exhale, bicep curl. Press to the foot bar. Elbow returns. And return that curl. If your core and your shoulder are feeling good today, see how it feels to add on that circle of your right arm. So pressing that right hand out towards your foot bar and then slowly circle it down and around to that start position by your hip. Curl, press, and inhale to circle round nice and slow. Curl and press, and then circle round. Nice. And then if you did want to make this a bit more core focused, see how it feels to extend that opposite left leg this time. Curl and press, and then take that circle down nice and slow. Ooh, you've got 4. Hug that baby into your spine. Inhale, return. You've got 3. Curl and press and circle it down. Remember, you can have that left knee just down on your carriage if you prefer. Leave this as an upper body focused exercise. Lovely. And the next time we press that right arm long, we're just going to work through those shoulder presses to finish. So push to the foot bar and return that elbow down. Go again. Push to the foot bar, reach. And inhale, return. You've either got that left heel nice and lifted, squeezing into that left glute, or you've got that knee down on your carriage. You're here for 4. Use that exhale. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. On your last one, press and hold. Send that right hand long. Lift that left heel. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, and circle that arm down one more time on 1. Oh gosh. Okay, bum to heel, shuffle those knees forward, pop that strap away, and take a quick little stretch out for that right shoulder this time. So can you bring your right arm across that body, hook that left arm around it, and go for a little rotation if that feels good, and maybe that little side over. Nice. Let's go one more exercise. You're so nearly there. Just got that sweep for that right oblique and that press to go. So take those knees a little wider. Nice stable base of support. We can start with our bum on our heels and then reaching for that same right short loop. You're going to take that loop in both hands. It starts down by your right hip. Arms are nice and long. Hips are square to that foot bar. As you exhale, can you sink into that right oblique as you sweep that strap out towards your foot bar, shoulder height. And then inhale, slow, return that strap back down. Gaze can follow. Exhale, sweep. And inhale, return. You can see how it feels to come up to that high kneel if you did on the last side. So bring your hips forward, bracing through that belly. We exhale to sweep. And we inhale to return. Can we add on that rotation and press? So exhale, sweep that strap out in front of you. Reach those left fingers long. You're going to start to bend that right elbow back towards the back of the machine. Use your right pec, your right chest muscle to push that strap forward. And then inhale, that strap returns all the way down. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rotate. Keep those hips as square as you can. Exhale, push. And then inhale, return. You've got 5. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, press. And inhale, return. You've got 4. Use your chest, push. You've got 3. You can come down, bum to heels if that's better for you, if you feel a little wobbly. Whew. Last 2. Then we'll take a little reset, then we've got that last finisher. Last 1. Push. And then all the way down. Take one last little shoulder roll. Stretch out that neck. We'll finish off those sweeps. Then we finish with that press. Then you're done. So last little push. If you can, come to that high kneel position. Strap is by that right hip. On your exhale, sweep that long arm forward. And inhale, sweep that strap back to your hip. Use that right oblique, that right side of your waist. Exhale, sweep. And inhale, return. You've got 4. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, return. You've got 3. Sinking into your core here. Hug that baby. You've got 2. On your last one, sweep that strap forward and hold. You've got that press. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, push with that right side of your chest. You've got 4 more. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, push. You've got 3. Push. You've got 2. Last exercise. On your last one, we're going to hold those arms nice and long, reaching for that foot bar. Pull those shoulders down and give me those little circles for 5. 4, nearly there. 3, core is on. Last 2, and then bring those arms all the way in on 1, bum to heels. Nice. Pop that strap away. Take that nice little stretch out. So maybe interlacing those fingers behind you. Looking up towards the ceiling. Take a nice stretch up for that chest. Knees wide. Take that chest forward, arms up to the ceiling. Feels good for those shoulders. And then give me just a couple of stretches out here. So find a 4-point kneel. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Give me a couple cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, looking up towards the ceiling. And exhale, dome through that upper back, looking down towards those knees. Go again. Inhale, drop the belly, back extension. And exhale, round, chin to chest, look down towards those knees. Couple more. And then after this last one, can you find your neutral spine? You're going to take your left arm out first, out towards the left side of the room. If it feels nice, take a little rotation so those left fingertips reach up for the ceiling. And then exhale, can you thread the needle? Bring your left hand between your right wrist and right knee. And slowly bring that shoulder maybe down towards that carriage. You can bend into that right elbow to get a little lower. Take a twist. You might not get all the way down. Maybe that shoulder's still lifted. And then slowly come out of that rotation. Go other side. So find neutral spine in your 4-point kneel. You're going to reach those right fingers out for the right side of the room. Inhale. Take those fingers up to the ceiling, take a rotation, gaze follows. And then exhale, thread the needle. Right hand between your left wrist and left knee. Maybe getting that shoulder down towards your carriage, maybe not quite reaching. Maybe your belly's getting in the way a little bit. Mine is. Just take that twist. Couple deep breaths. And then you can slowly come out of that twist. Take your knees wide, bum to heels, hands to that foot bar. Either finding one more child's pose or maybe a puppy pose feels better for you. Bringing those hips above your knees might give that bump a little bit more space. Melt that chest down towards those springs. Beautiful, team. That is you all done. Well done for making the time and for getting through to the end of the workout. You did amazing. If you're pregnant like me, at this point, we are just grateful to be moving our bodies. So good on you for finding the energy. Well done. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Well done.